Hey there, sci-fi villain. Want to get that pesky hero out of the way without all the bruises and CGI fights? Well, we have the product for you. Mind control. And yes, it is a thing. Now, before you set out to brainwash the world, you need to know your target. You might have seen the brain as this big, squishy pink thing with a lot of tubes, but it's actually almost entirely made out of neurons. Each one of these neurons has one main job, getting an electric or chemical signal from one neighbor and passing it on to another. Each string of neurons is responsible for a different part and function of your body. If your brain sends a signal down a motor neuron path, it'll trigger a muscle move. That can be your leg or your arm, or even your involuntary muscles like your intestines or heart. So, how can we control the brain? Well, I like to think of it more as hacking the brain. Think of the brain like a computer or an electric wire. You get an input here, that can be an electric signal or a hormone, and it travels down to trigger another impulse. If you change the signal at one point on this chain, you can change the output. Which leads me to optogenetics. Opto for light, genetics for, well, genetics. This is the method of using precise beams of light to activate neurons. It begins with phycosinobilin. Algae membranes have these protein channels that are sensitive to light, and carry certain ions in and out to activate the cell. Scientists took the gene, basically the blueprints for this protein, and they used a virus-like carrier to put this gene in brain cells. The gene produces light-sensitive proteins on the neuron, so just like the membrane activated with light, when we shine a specific type of light, blue for start, red for stop, we can activate an individual string of neurons. Scientists have used electricity to trigger neurons before, but one electric pulse can hit half a dozen other strands as well. Optogenetics lets us activate individual neurons, letting us do stuff like this. See this mouse? That plate on its head is actually a light panel that a human is controlling. Those circuits are connected to a string of neurons, and the human is controlling when they trigger or stay still. So if you activate the motor neuron that goes to the mouse's leg, you can make that leg move. Go left, go right, forward, backwards, stay still. Moreover, you can affect behaviors. You're not hungry right now? Well, activate this chemical signal and now you can't stop eating. And congratulations, you have a mind-controlled mouse. Now, a lab mouse is one thing, but can we do this to humans? Well, scientists are working on it. Granted, a mouse is fairly simple compared to a human, but a moving, live mammal is a huge step towards a viable human procedure. And it's one step closer to controlling the world! Mwahaha! Okay, let's be serious for a second. Is optogenetics actually mind control that mad scientists are using to try to brainwash you? No. Obviously not. Optogenetics is both a research and a treatment tool. Epilepsy, Parkinson's, even mental disorders like schizophrenia, all can be traced and studied with incredible precision. We're learning about what specific parts of the brain are responsible for learning, hunger urges, fear, and how to treat disorders with them. One mouse was even cured of blindness by adding these light-sensitive protein channels. So what about actual mind control? Is it possible, and is it okay to let this scary possibility into the world, even if it's for medical research now? That's a debate for the scientific community and the ethics board, but for now, brain control is a sci-fi concept that has definitely left its mark on reality.